14 amazing facts about Sri Lanka no one will tell you?
Well, that's kind of an oxymoron because that's the whole point of this video, isn't it? That someone's going to tell us about it. So how are they going to tell us about it? How is no one going to tell us about it if they're going to tell us about it, you know?
Yeah, this guy isn't really on the bright side, if you know what I mean. All right, yeah, Sri Lanka. It's a country we've never been to. We were actually thinking about going there, but we didn't end up going this year. So maybe next year.
We haven't really done much Sri Lanka content on this channel. We just did like some comparison videos, I believe. But we want to get into some more stuff. So if you could leave us some more suggestions on videos to react to. We just searched up Sri Lanka facts and found this video.
Let's jump into it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Here we go. Check out our travel vlog channel, guys. We went to your neighbors, India, and kind of neighbor Nepal on a travel vlog trail. Tri-Fate Geo. Link in the description below. Click it.
Full moon. Every single full moon, or poya, is officially a public holiday, which makes Sri Lanka the #1 country in the world when it comes to frequency of holidays.
That's epic.
Each of these monthly poyas has its own name, and the dates obviously change every
Your mic has like an insane echo on it right now, by the way.
Oh shoot, I got my reverb on.
All right.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better. I thought it sounded weird.
Year. This tradition is a way to commemorate important events in Buddhism. For example, the January Poya is celebrated to remember the first of Buddha's 3 visits to Sri Lanka, and the one in May celebrates his birthday, enlightenment,
the Buddhism reaches down into Sri Lanka.
Number 13. Shaking their head as a sign of agreement. If you ask someone in Sri Lanka if the weather's going to be good today, and they start shaking their head, it doesn't mean a thunderstorm is on its way. It's quite the opposite. It means, yeah, it'll be a nice day, in the context of this example, of course. In fact, Sri Lankans don't just shake their head, but waggle it by making a figure 8 in the air. A short waggle is also a way of saying hey to a passerby, and a more energetic one means yes. It's not easy to get the movement down just right, so you better practice.
I didn't see any figure 8 movement in that. It just looked like
yeah, it just kind of looked like...
The Sri Lankan Ayo is a particular slang word.
Ayo.
It's been officially acknowledged by the Oxford Dictionary, but putting a definition to it isn't quite as easy as you'd think. If you ask 10 locals what it means, you'll most likely get 10 or more different answers.
I like that local on the far right there.
And can express anything from joy to sorrow, pity to disgust, and awe to anger. So whenever you're talking to a Sri Lankan, throw an occasional Ayo and they'll be impressed.
Ayo.
Number 11. Beethoven means breakfast time.
Oh.
If you go to Sri Lanka, you'll hear Beethoven's Fur-Elise in the streets every morning.
That's Beethoven, by the way.
Or tuk-tuks have chosen it as their anthem for some reason. In any case, when locals hear the tune, they know the bakery on wheels is making its way through the neighborhood. Kind of like turkey in the straw in the US for the neighborhood ice cream truck. Number 10. The birthplace of cinnamon.
Really?
Now, it might have been made popular by the ancient Egyptians, but the first cinnamon in the world comes from the central hills of Sri Lanka. The island is still the #1 cinnamon exporter in the world, and there are 8 types of it in the country. So
really? I didn't know there's different types of cinnamon at all.
Coffee with some cinnamon. Don't forget to thank the Sri Lankans.
Thank you.
Number 9.
I don't drink coffee, sorry.
Cricket is...
But cinnamon rolls? Oh, yeah.
Thank you for cinnamon rolls.
Heck yeah.
Is the Pillsbury Doughboy from Sri Lanka?
And of course, a favorite pastime for millions, from school kids to their grandparents. While everyone in the States is going crazy for basketball, March Madness in Sri Lanka is the time of the big match. Different schools compete to become the big cricket champion, and the whole country watches. But it's not just about the competition. The spirit is just so contagiously inspiring. If you choose March for a visit, you'll hear chanting, see parades, and flags everywhere. And if you aren't that much into cricket, I'm sure you'll still enjoy the stage performances, jazz evening, and shopping festivals that are organized along with the tournament.
Oh, we would have been there in March if we would have went.
Eating out only for special occasions. If you're used to grabbing some lunch with your coworkers or meeting up with friends at a restaurant on a typical Friday, then I assume you're not in Sri Lanka. There, eating out is reserved for special occasions, like birthdays, anniversaries, or some other important milestone. It's not because they don't have any restaurants. There are plenty of those, and the food is amazing. It's just that Sri Lankan moms see cooking as their privilege and will wake up at 5 a.m. to make lunch to go for every family member.
Oh.
Wow.
Number 7. Roomless hotels. Imagine
What the heck
this.
does that mean?
You're traveling around Sri Lanka, and after a happily exhausting day of sightseeing, you walk into a hotel and request a room only to get a smile and a menu instead. It's not that the receptionist doesn't like or understand you. It's because not every hotel in Sri Lanka is a place you can sleep at.
Heck?
Quite a lot of restaurants, cafes, and bars are called hotels. No one knows the exact
That's kind of
reason
similar to
for that,
Kerala.
but there is one theory. Some time ago, hotels were the best place to get delicious and beautifully served food, so they became associated with eating out. Therefore, before you request a
Wow, look at that
room,
beach.
make sure the hotel you're at even offers sleeping accommodations. 6. Serious tea business. If you're an avid tea drinker, chances are you're sipping on some warm Sri Lankan greetings every day. The island country
Warm
is
Sri
4th
Lankan
on the list of
greetings.
top tea exporting countries, making $721
That's a lot of money
million
from tea.
in 2018 alone. So yeah, tea is Sri Lanka's biggest export, and the industry employs
Tea.
over 1 million people. The first tea was brought from China to Sri Lanka by the British in 1824. And back then, the island was called Ceylon, which basically became synonymous for tea. Locals have it first thing in the morning and at around 4 p.m. So at least 2 cups a day, and there's no upper limit. 5. Powered by
What
water.
about 500 cups?
Hydropower used to
I
make
do
up
that all
over
the time.
50% of all the power used in Sri Lanka. And even though it's at around 20% now, it's still impressive. This hydro-powered electricity is possible thanks to waterfalls, rivers, and abundant rains in the country. 4. The largest Christmas tree in the world.
What the
You'd
heck?
expect some wintry place like Finland to hold this record. But the
Yeah, I
tallest
totally
Christmas
figured Finland would have it. That's what I was thinking
Oh yeah,
in my head.
because it's so Christmassy there.
Yeah, come on.
tree in the world was registered by Guinness World Records in Sri Lanka in 2017.
Very random.
It stood 236 feet
72
tall
meters?
and was
Jeez.
made from metal and wood with 600,000 LED bulbs.
I want to see a
that lit up
picture
at
of
night.
it.
The tree that looked more like a spaceship to many cost the country around $80,000.
Wow.
3. Smashing
There's
coconuts.
no picture.
No, not pumpkins, coconuts. Any Sri Lankan can break
Right,
a coconut,
pumpkin?
and it's as easy to them as tying their shoes.
The
Smashing
band.
or dashing a coconut, however, has deep symbolism and can help you in different
Oh.
situations if you believe in it. They can be positive situations, like if you want your favorite
We smash
team
some
to win,
coconuts
or
on beaches
negative
in the
ones,
Philippines.
like a way to
Yeah.
punish an enemy.
People thought
There's even
that
a
was
special
bad
dashing
for some
ritual for
reason.
good luck and for bad luck. The main thing is not to mix the two up. Number 2. The first country with a female prime minister.
wow.
In July
Wow.
1960, Sirimavo
1960.
Bandaraki became the first female head of government in the world. She was re-elected twice and remained prime minister until she resigned in 2000 for health
Wow,
reasons.
what a pro.
Number 1. Who to thank for the word serendipity? Sri
I've
Lanka
been
was once
wondering.
known as Serendip to the Arabs and Persians. Back in 1754,
What does
English
serendipity
writer
mean?
Horace Walpole came across this word in the
I
title
don't
of
know.
a Persian fairy tale, The Three Princes of Serendip, and loved it. The princes in that story were able to make lucky guesses and unexpected but important discoveries. The writer added an ending to the word, and it's been widely used in the English language ever since.
Wow,
Hey,
I've
would you like
never
to visit
hear
Sri Lanka?
anybody
Or
use that
maybe
word,
you've
to be
already
honest.
been there. Let me know down in the comments. If you learned something new today,
All right, Sri Lanka. We learned some random facts about Sri Lanka.
There wasn't much like. There's like a few things that are like, wow, oh, but otherwise it was just very, very random things. So if you have some more things to suggest, that would be very, very good.
My favorite thing is serendipity. I would have never thought my favorite word came from Sri Lanka.
That's very serendipitous of you to say.
I know. Serendipity. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let us know more things in the comments. Check out the vlog channel. Bye.